Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunter of the Playbook, bring you an NFL matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers. Now, the Ravens have to come to this game offensively and take full advantage of a team in Carolina that's a little bit beat up defensively. So what you have to do coming in, you have a huge offensive line. Just lean on that light defensive front. You guys could run downhill, so expect a heavy workload for Ray Rice and Willis McGahee and company and McClain. You guys can run downhill. I love the way you guys combo block on these guys, and they're able to get to the second level and make these big runs and get these guys out the game by running the football downhill with that big offensive line. Now you look at your defensive side of the football. The Panthers may start Matt Moore. They also may start Tony Pike. So one thing that you want to look for, somebody's going to be back there that's inexperienced, so you have to get pressure. Constant pressure on the quarterback is going to be huge. One thing that you don't want to give up on is the fact that the Panthers still can run the football. But one thing that's important, you guys can play the run on the way to the quarterback because they don't have any threat right now in the passing game. Not because they don't have talent at the wide receiver position, it's because the quarterback position is going to be inexperienced. We don't know if Moore or Pike is going to be back there starting. Clausen is going to be out with a concussion. So that's one thing you have to do. Play the run on the way to the quarterback, because these guys do have some talented backs. They're on their fourth running back right now, but he has an opportunity to break free with long runs and also has enough wiggle room to make you guys miss and keep the chains moving. So you want to play the run on the way to the quarterback, get these guys in the backed up situations, and that's going to give you a chance to get these guys off the field offensively and get that talented offensive yours back on the field, and that way you're able to chew up the clock and effectively get away from this game without injury. Now you look at the Panthers coming into this matchup. Carolina still has some elements that can beat teams. They have a solid offensive line. They can run the football. If they're able to get consistent play from the quarterback position, they can operate off play action really well. They have Steve Smith. They also have Geddes. They have a lot of talented wide receivers. So what it starts with the quarterback. Quarterback has to come in and command respect, protect the football, and keep the chains moving. Keep you guys ahead of the chains. If you can complete your passes consistently, you can effectively move the football on this Baltimore Ravens defense, because the secondary is still a weak spot. Although they have Ed Reed back there as a safety, but the cornerback spots are still weak. You can effectively move the football, but it's up to the quarterback play to make consistent plays in the passing game. Now you look at the defensive side of the football. Flacco is a guy that's athletic, but one thing you can do, you can send the blitz at Flacco. That's what you have to do. Keep that constant pressure on Flacco, and the best way to get the pressure on him is coming in that B gap. That's in between the guard and the tackle. If you get pressure in the B gap against Flacco, he flusters in the pocket. He's going to get rid of that football quickly. And what you want to do as a secondary, I'll look at the matchup between Gamble versus Bolden. Gamble has to do a great job of keeping Anquan Bolden at bay, tight coverage on him, and make these other wide receivers like Houshmandzadeh and Stallworth beat you in the passing game throughout the day. Don't let Bolden get loose. Don't let Bolden become a threat as he's been throughout the season. So roll your coverage to Bolden and make these other wide receivers effectively try to take you out the game. But you have some sound defensive players than which you can compete against Baltimore. And you look at this game, the special teams matchup. I need for you guys to make a big play in the special teams. Your punting game has to be outstanding. You know Casey's going to make all of his kicks. So you have to be sound in every aspect of this game in order to win at home and upset a team like the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going with Baltimore on the road. Just a little bit too much balance on offense, sound defensive football that can get after the quarterback, and they have a solid special teams unit to where they can keep the Panthers backed up and force the Panthers to make the drive the length of the field throughout this game. I think the Ravens go on the road and get a sound, tough victory against the Carolina Panthers team that will be game for an upset. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.